Hi, this is Wendy from needlepointers.com. Today I'd like to show you how to make a greeting card which could be used for birthdays, Valentine's Days, any type of celebration you'd like. So first off, I'd like to tell you the supplies we're using. We have markers, and these are water tip. They have broad and fine tip on them. A pink eraser works the best. A permanent, very fine tip marker, ruler, a piece of scrap paper, scissors, cards, and a pencil. The first thing we're going to do is clear our workspace. Okay, my scrap paper is about 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And my card is 4 by 6. You're going to be sure that you open the card from the right. Start by folding your scrap paper in half and using your scissors, cut out a heart like we all did in elementary school. Okay, and then this heart is going to be traced at the top of the card. You're going to need room down here for the sentiment. This is going to be a balloon. So the first thing you're going to do is trace the heart with a pencil. Now, the next thing to do is trace some hearts around the outside of the penciled in heart. First, start with the points here and make those hearts come down to a point. And do that at this point as well. Next, you're going to trace the outline of the heart that you drew, and just use small hearts and put them in different directions. Just to outline the heart this way, and try to evenly space them. Do the best you can. Now I'll show you what I did with the outside of the heart. I traced around the outside with this fine tip marker. The next thing is to fill in the heart with more pencils, with your pencil. Put in more hearts, and these also go in separate directions, different directions. Be sure to leave a space between each of your hearts. Okay, and then trace all around these small hearts with your permanent marker. All right, looks like we could use a small one right there. Once you've filled in your heart, you can see if there are any spaces that need to be filled in some more. You can put smaller hearts in there. The next thing that I did is I used my ruler and my pencil, and I drew a line from the bottom of the heart to the bottom of the paper. The next thing to do is to fill in colors on the heart. You could do all red, all pink, multicolor. It really depends on what the purpose of your card is. I can show you one that I've completed, and that one I did kind of a confetti for a birthday card. The one that I showed you was a multicolor one, so I'll do this all in red, and I'm going to use my fine tip end of my marker and fill in all of the hearts, which have been traced with the fine tip black permanent marker. I'm going to go finish coloring these in, and I'll be right back. The last thing to do is to turn your card sideways and write the sentiment along this line. It needs to be one continuous line so it looks like a balloon string. So I'm going to write I love you. If you would like to practice on a separate piece of paper, that's fine. I've practiced enough, so I'm pretty confident that I can do this. So I'm going to start at the bottom to make my balloon line. A cursive I, some space for a word, space for another word, never lifting your pen from your card. And then follow this up to the tip of your balloon. And this one says, I love you, for Valentine's Day, anniversary, anything like that. The next thing that you're going to do is erase all of the pencil marks, and you want to erase them well. So I start up here with my heart. Erase the line. And then I do a thorough look and see if there are any scraggly lines left over. And it doesn't look like it. All right, so my card is complete. I have this birthday card that I made ahead of time, and I still haven't written the sentiment on there. So I'm going to show you how to do that one. Start your line, and then I start with lowercase for happy birthday. Never lifting my pen from the paper. Make a space for a new word. And then get to the line and follow it up to the heart. And so there are my two cards, my happy birthday card and my I love you card. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this heart balloon greeting card. Please like, share, or comment below. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, and sign up for our weekly newsletter. Happy crafting!